Hello everyone and welcome to Shifting Gears. This is the Mahindra XEV 9e and this is an all-electric SUV. Prices start at rupees 21.90 lakh ex-showroom. That is the starting price tag. And in this video, I am going to give you a quick walk around of all the features that you can see. We will have a detailed drive review video, an interior video and also an exterior review video where we speak in depth about this car in due course of time. For now, let us have a first look. When you come up close, you will notice you have the new logo over here on the bonnet and this is going to be illuminated. You have this new infinity sign. It looks very nice, looks very stylish. Then, of course, because this is an electric vehicle, you have a flat grille. There is no air dam section over here. And you will notice you have your camera because this has a 360-degree camera support. Then lower down, you will notice you have some aero elements over here. And there are some air dams over here for optimum efficiency, cooling efficiency, and this is in gloss black. And you will also notice there are parking sensors over here on the front bumper. Of course, this car is going to come with ADAS 2, so you have that flat plate over here and it is very neatly hidden. Lower down on the bumper, you have these chrome accents as well, so they try to make this car look stylish from the front end. On the bonnet, you can notice you have prominent crease lines, nicely flared, so it adds that muscle to the front end design of this vehicle. Quickly have a look at the LED DRL section at the front end. The LED DRLs, they run the entire width of the car and they also drop vertically, giving this XEV 9e a very distinct look from the front end. Now moving to the side profile, have a look at these. These are aero styled alloy wheels. You will notice you have the new Mahindra logo over here as well. Just have a look at these design elements. This is a 20-inch alloy wheel and it looks very stylish, fills up the wheel well area quite nicely. And then you will notice you have gloss black cladding over here. Then over here you will notice you have your LED turn indicators, you have your camera for your 360-degree camera support, and then you have this door handle. This is the key. The door handle is flush type, so as you can notice the key also looks very stylish. And then lower down you will notice you have these gloss black cladding, and over here as well you have this stylish element. Now this might get very dirty in your ownership cycle. It is going to gather a lot of dust and dirt, so this you will have to clean very carefully. Then moving to the rear end, here you will notice that the door handle is over here. It is nicely hidden over here in this C-pillar section. And then just have a look at these crease lines. So over here you will notice you have this flared wheel arch over here on the front fender. Then you have these prominent crease lines. And then you will notice that the shoulder lines are very prominent and how it rises up towards the rear end. So this adds that muscle to this XEV 9e. And now have a look at this tail lamp. You have a connected LED tail lamp and you have LED DRLs integrated within that tail lamp unit. And you will notice here you have a camera. This is again for your reversing camera and also for your 360-degree camera support. You have this element over here. This is the new logo and you know it sits flush with the body panel. XEV 9e branding over here. This is your number plate garnish, and then you have that satin chrome accent over here as well. And if you look at the vehicle from a distance from the rear end, you will notice it has that very coupe-like styling, but it is quite a tall vehicle. I am 5 feet 8 inches in height and this looks rather big. On the roof you will notice you have a shark fin antenna and there is a big glass roof which is going to prevent UV rays from coming into the cabin so that the cabin stays cool. Now inside the cabin, as you can see, this is the most stylish Mahindra vehicle ever built. 3 big screens. One is for your speedometer cluster, which is your primary instrument cluster. Second is your infotainment, the central infotainment screen. And then you have an additional screen for the front passenger, and there is a lot that the front passenger can do from here. So he or she is not going to get bored, or your kids, they can play around and not distract or disturb you. Very nice seamless flush fit over here. As you can notice, connected display, but of course there are 3 different screens and there are chunky bezels, but because this is in all black, it is very nicely done. Then you have your energy information over here, battery information over here. Have a look at this. And then there is a premium sound system as well, but we will speak about that more in detail in our review video. This is just a very quick first look. Up top over here on the dashboard, you will notice you have a hard plastic section. The mid pad has nice soft touch finish. Have a look at this. Behind this cover, you have a wireless charger, you have Type-C charging points, and then you have these feather touch buttons over here for certain controls. Have a look at the camera. This is your 360-degree camera. Just have a look at how many people are trying to shoot this Mahindra XEV 9e and the 6e. And then have a look at the steering wheel. Very good looking, much better done than the Tata steering wheels because there is no split over here, so everything looks seamless and in line. The steering wheel is not completely a circle. There are multiple angles over here, but it feels nice and it feels of the right size. So speaking about the driving modes of this Mahindra XEV 9e, just have a look at this. Right now it is at everyday mode. Then you have race mode, and then you have your long range mode. As you can notice, the color scheme is changing based on the drive mode that you select. So the theme is changing. Over here you can notice that this is right now displaying the ADAS control, and there are plenty of controls given to you over here, and the functionality feels quite decent. Just have a look at these plus and minus buttons, how stylish they are. This also is very nicely done for a Mahindra. This is a huge step up. Then have a look at this center console area. So this is your gear selector, this is your park button, then you have your auto hold button over here, and then you have your infotainment control over here with this jog dial as well. You have two cup holders. This I already showed you. And then you have a huge glove box as well. On the roof, just have a look at this. LED cabin lights. These are your sun visors which are foldable. So this also is quite neat and very unique. And have a look at this. You have illumination for your vanity mirror, and then you have roof mounted speakers as well. And then just have a look at this roof. This section is not going to open up, but just have a look at this. You have these lights, but you can pull this curtain in case you don't want excess light inside the cabin on a hot sunny day. And if you want to add some drama to your drives, you will notice over here you have this big panoramic glass roof, and it extends all the way over the rear seat headrests. So that looks very, very nice. Very quickly, before I speak about space, just have a look at how fluid this infotainment is. So the UI UX is quite nice. Now speaking about space, this vehicle has electrically operated seats, and the seat controls are over here on the steering wheel. Let me show that to you. So just have a look at this. You have memory functions as well, and this is very easy to reach out to. Then speaking about the available headroom, check this out. This is really, really good. I am seated at the lowest seat height, and the seat adjustment is also quite smooth. I can't hear the motor, so the NVH is quite nice. The packaging is quite nice. The AC right now is performing quite well too. The vehicle is running, but you can't hear it because this is an electric car. Just have a look at this seat. Very nice, very wide, good side bolstering, contrast stitching, and you have these contrast colors as well. But still, this has a very light shade, so this is going to be difficult to maintain because in Indian conditions, this color is a bit too light, at least for my liking. But still, the seats look quite nice and they look quite wide and accommodating. Over here, this armrest has a lot of storage space too, and this armrest also slides, so that also is going to add to that overall functionality. For me, this feels like a very good place to be. And now speaking about the space in the back seat, have a look at this. This is decent amount of headroom because this has a big glass section up top. It allows a lot of light on the inside, so I'm not feeling very claustrophobic. The windowsill is also not too high, even though it looks so from the outside. You have retractable sunshades, and you also have this LED cabin lamp along with these grab handles. You also have rear seat entertainment in this vehicle, but I'm not sure if this is going to be an accessory or part of the standard kit, but at least you have that option. You also have charging points over here, which are going to be very functional when you're going out for that long drive. You have two AC vents. They are allowing a lot of good airflow to be felt on my upper body too, not just on my knees. So that also adds to the practicality. Now when I'm seated over here, let me just open up the door and show this to you. Just have a look at this. Because this is an EV, now you have a flat floor, and even for me and my height and my body type, there is phenomenal room that is available. Over here, if I have to step in and out, It is not too high as an SUV, so it is not uncomfortable for your elderly family members too. It is easy to get inside this XEV 9e. Now let us speak about the boot of this vehicle. And to open the boot, you have a button on the remote, and then have a look at this boot space capacity. Retractable shade over here, retractable cover over the boot, and this is the maximum amount of space that is available. You have more space and a spare wheel too, and this space which is carved out over here under this cover, you can place your battery charger. So this is surely practical. And to close the tailgate, press this button and you are good to go. So what is your opinion about this Mahindra XEV 9e? Let us know in the comments below.